with that being said, this is the number one warning. Hi, I see you. This is the number one warning about the Equiband system for horses and how when you're building your schedule, things to look out for and things to really pay attention to. This is something that, I have personally taken the time to speak to many vets about to make sure that I am in a good balance of increasing the difficulty, but not making it too hard so that there's actually not progress, but, unfortunate, like a mishap that you're really not it's with the best intention. It really is. But if you overdo it, you're going to hurt your horse. All right, I'm going to try to talk to them for a second. Hey everybody, so welcome back to hashtag Team Fuego. So I was messaging someone on my Facebook page, and they asked a great question, and so I wanted to just kind of talk about it for a second because they were asking me about the Equiband. They are using it for rehab, and I'm not trying to call this person out. This is actually hopefully going to be helpful for not only you, but everybody else that's watching this, because it reminded me of kind of a warning that the Equiband should come with. And that is basically, in a nutshell, too much of a good thing. And so if you want to know how to use your Equiband, but not also overuse your Equiband so that you end up accidentally hurting your horse because of too much of a good thing, then stick around. You're not going to want to miss this video. So I was on Facebook and I was having this conversation, and the question at hand was, am I using the Equiband in the proper way? She gave me the way she was using it. She told me what rehab, what she was rehabbing, so how it came into her vicinity in the first place. And I think that the one thing all of us have in common is anybody who's given the Equiband, like especially by a vet, they're given it because of their horse needing to be rehabbed. And that was the same story for this guy right here. He needed to be rehabbed, and the Equiband is the best way to build muscle in a low impact setting so that you can build muscle in other parts of the body without putting too much strain on the body part that you're actually trying to heal. So with that being said, it's totally normal and this is what I told her. It's totally normal and logical to think, okay, in order for the Equiband to do what it needs to do, the horse needs to wear the Equiband every single day so that it's in the correct body position, it's gaining strength, and it's doing the things the right way the first time, like, being really enthusiastic. And I'm not even gonna lie to you, logically, that makes sense to me. It makes sense to think, okay, if I use this every day, then this is going to improve everything every day. However, all right, let me add an analogy in here for you. So say we are all people who run a mile every single day. Say we're all capable of running a mile every single day. There's, that's easy, right? Like that's, and equivalent that to like whatever your horse's daily routine is. That daily routine is easy for your horse, right? Your horse is capable of fulfilling that amount of work every single day. Now, so what we're talking about is, say you can run a mile easily, but then all of a sudden I put 20 pounds on your back and ask you to run that same mile. So that is the equivalent of whatever a horse's natural work is, and then when you add the Equiband in. So yeah, they can run that mile, they can do their regular workout pretty easily, but when you add in the Equiband, or when you add in, say, that extra 20 pounds, all of a sudden, that makes that mile that was previously very easy extremely hard. Like extremely, extremely hard. In addition to the fact that the number one warning I want to give you guys is when you think about it like that, so you have to think about using the Equiband as a different type of workout. It is literally it's the difference between you running your daily mile and you running that mile with 20 extra pounds on your back. And so, if you were making a fitness plan for yourself, would you have, say, every single day running the mile with the 20 pounds? Or would you have, say, I don't know, half the days where you run the mile with the 20 pounds and you push yourself, and then the other half you're running the mile with you're just running the mile regularly to maintain what you already have. So that's kind of an open-ended question to how you build up fitness and everything. I was a gymnast, and now I train horses, and I have to, you know, spend a lot of time building up horses' fitness because it's just part of the game. But you know, I will tell you that from personal experience, not only with myself but with horses, the best way. Oh, geez. Oops, it just fell out. But anyway, what I was going to say is with my personal experience, I will tell you the best way to build fitness up is to act like every single day is building on top of what you did yesterday. However, by like taking 2 steps forward, 1 step back, 2 steps forward, 1 step back. So it's not just you moving every single day. You add weight every single day. You add more. It's about getting what you can do to an easy point, and then you add more, and then getting that to an easy point, and then adding more. Because the thing with the Equiband is it actually challenges your horses in 2 totally different ways. It challenges your horse for duration, meaning how long you use it. If you're, you know, when I first started using the Equiband, I was only using it for 10 minutes per time I put it on. Like, think about that. I was only using it for 10 minutes out of the whole, let's say 30-minute workout, out of the whole hour workout, whatever. I was only using it 3 times a week for 10 minutes per, and then I worked it up to what he does now is he uses it the whole time he has it on. So time, the duration, the length of time you use it is one way, and the second one is the resistance. So you can make the Equiband workout more difficult by either increasing the amount of time you use it or how tight it is on your horse. I will just add the caveat in right now. Do not increase them both at the same time. Like, that is just asking, it's a recipe for disaster. It's asking your horse to have the unfortunate problem, which is called muscle fatigue. So over my 20 years with horses, you know, you end up getting to know a lot of vets because horses, any athlete, has, you know, when I was a gymnast, I was on a first name basis with my sports med doctor. Like, it's just part of being an athlete is having a doctor in your corner to help you through all the stuff. So I've gotten to know a lot of vets. I will say the one thing literally unanimous across all vets that I've talked to about the Equiband is they all think it's great. They all think it's super great for your horse, helpful for your horse, better for your horse. Like, using the Equiband with your horse is better than not using it. That is the unanimous vote against every single vet I have asked, and I've asked them all. They know. They will confirm that. But the one thing they also all add in is they say the Equiband is great, and then there's like this silent but that's at the end. And the reason there is this but is because if you overdo it with the Equiband, you will cause what's called muscle fatigue, and you will inadvertently, and like I said, the epitome of too much of a good thing, you will inadvertently hurt your horse and actually diminish their capacity to improve on gaining more muscle and more strength. Think about it this way. If you go to the gym and let's say you're that person that can run a mile easily, right? And then what you do is for an entire week straight, you run, you know, with like the extra 20 pounds with an extra 40 pounds. Say you really, like, think about what you're asking your horse to do. You might be in the vicinity of asking your horse to, you're like, okay, you can run a mile easily, but now I'm asking you to run 2 miles and I'm asking you to carry 40 pounds of weight on your back. Like, depending on how hard you're asking your horse to work, you could be asking them for a question or an answer, like, or a work ethic that's outside of their current capability. And so the reason I'm making this video is just from that conversation, and this actually has, you know, this is not, it's not critique, it's not even like, it's not even like something that needs to be changed, because every single horse owner knows their horse, right? But this is food for thought, and this is, you know, pearls of wisdom, not from me, you know, like from all the vets that I've talked to as well. But it's the thought that the Equiband is great for the horse, you know, but if I overdo it with the Equiband, what other problems am I causing? And, you know, that's the same for anything, right? So say you're gonna feed your horse grain, right? You're gonna be like, I'm giving my horse this food so that he can be healthier in this way. And if you go and give him the whole bag in one sitting, instead of dishing it out every single day as like a daily feed, then your horse is going to get fat. Like, you know, your horse is going to probably get sick. It's going to be too much for their system. So it's really just thinking about it like that. It's thinking about, okay, I have this bag of food. I have this end goal I want to get to with the Equiband. I have this future plan. How do I break that down into a daily dose? Or in the Equiband's case, it's really a weekly dose. And it's not that you only use it once a week. You just don't use it every day, every week. So you don't use it every single time you ride. And you know what's really funny is when she asked me the question, it really was logical. It's really logical to just think, okay, if we want the horse to work this way, the Equiband does that. Put the Equiband on when we work so that it happens. Totally makes sense. However, if your horse, I love this one. So think about it this way. If you rehab, so say you roll your ankle and you rehab your rolled ankle with a brace on, right? So what happens when you rehab with a brace on is your body part never gains the natural strength back to be able to do what it was doing before. Now, every time you rehab a body part, it's never going to get back to where it completely was. That's not really how rehab works. But say all your body parts started at 10, and every time you rehab you lose a point, so like the best you could get back to is a 9. However, that is a 9. If you rehab it back to a 9, that is also saying the best possible you could get back to is a 9 with your body part without a band on it or a brace or a ace bandage or anything on it. So the point is that if you only work with the Equiband on, or if you only rehab with a brace on, you're only going to be as strong as you are with the Equiband on or with the brace on. And until you take it off and you ask the body to naturally gain strength in what the Equiband is showing them how to do, or if you take your ankle brace off and you gain strength in your ankle naturally where the band was helping your ankle, you know, stand up straight or hold the correct position again, because obviously whatever happened to it to need a brace, something broke. But the point is that if you don't do things outside of the brace, outside of the Equiband, then the horse's body is never going to have that strength naturally. It's only going to be as strong as it is when you have the Equiband on. And anybody who's using the Equiband is trying to get their horse from maybe potentially a bad situation to a good situation. And so you really need their body to buy into the better way that they're going to be going. And so, you know, I can cut the video off here. It's getting long. Hi, buddy. Yeah. But anyway, the point is that, you know, this was definitely a great question, a great conversation, and it really did make me think that, you know, she's definitely not the only one struggling with this. This is something that, you know, I have personally taken the time to speak to many vets about to make sure that I am in a good balance of increasing the difficulty, but not making it too hard so that there's actually not progress, but, you know, unfortunate, like a mishap that you're really not trying to, it's with the best intention. It really is. But if you overdo it, you're going to hurt your horse. So with that being said, this is the number one warning. Hi, I see you. This is the number one warning about the Equiband system for horses and how when you're building your schedule, things to look out for and things to really pay attention to. I have an entire playlist dedicated to on YouTube to free training on how to use the Equiband and how to, you know, if you're new to it, or even if you've had it and you still have questions. I've done all the research. Believe me, when I first started using it, I was like, okay, I need help, and there was no help. So I started making the help because there was none. So anyway, there is a free YouTube playlist that I link down below this video, but also I have created a specialty training to help you actually determine what the best schedule can be for your horse and your Equiband. So that link is down below as well. So if you want to join me on that training, it is free. You have nothing left. You have nothing to lose and only information to gain. So he wants a treat, so I'm gonna give him a treat so that he stops bothering me. All right, have a great day, guys, and I'll see you on the next one. Hey guys, thanks for hanging out for another hashtag Team Fuego video. If you haven't already, check out the link below because I put together a free training on the Equiband. And all you gotta do is give me your email and I'm gonna send it to you. It's as simple as that. So if you're ready to feel a real difference in how your horse uses their body, then head to that free training. I'll see you there.